People expect magic, expect grand illusions, and so this podcast gives them what they want. But sometimes what they need is much simpler. A little belief, a little hope, and a little push in the right direction.
That's very profound.
I'm getting there with these, yeah.
Yeah. Is it a film
I'm
about
trying to make
magic?
them a little bit more meaningful every week.
Yeah, is it actually magic or is it just a bit of magic?
Oh, interesting that you bring up magic.
You mentioned it. It's part of the quote.
I know, but...
Is it magic then?
Or is it?
Is it wizardy magic?
Ooh.
Not Harry Potter.
Is it a Potter?
No, it's not a Potter.
It's a wizardy magic though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no.
I can't think of any other wizardy magics. Like Sorcerer's Apprentice.
As if they've lost the magic.
No, not lost.
No.
Like put it down, misplaced it.
Is it like in Onward?
Oh, no.
That's what I mean, yeah.
So it's based in the real world, but there might be magic, but there also might not be magic.
Didn't say that. I never said any of that.
Okay. He's made that bit up.
Animation?
No.
Okay. Disney?
No.
It's a fantasy world.
Yes.
Okay.
What year, if you remember, please?
Most of it is in the fantasy world.
Do they come to the real world?
If I tell you the year, this is going to help. 1939.
Wizard of Oz.
Correct.
Oh, very good, Dom.
That's what I mean. It's not magic.
Remember that one for the quiz?
It is the Wizard of Oz talking about it.
Hang on, I'll change it for next week.
Okay. Frank Morgan, as the wizard, says it. And is he a wizard?
No, he has got no power.
Spoiler alert. 1939. That's recent. Come on.
Yeah.
Watch Wicked.
There are lots of people out there that don't know that.
Well, Wicked is about the Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You've ruined the Wizard of Oz and Wicked for everyone.
Anyway, spoiler alert. Sorry. Yeah.
I just changed "we give" to this podcast, by the way.
Nice.
But I am trying to find something a bit more deep and meaningful with
that. That was a good one. It was a bit distant as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome back everyone to Top 5 Films That. I'm going to kick straight in.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a new feature. We got to ask Matthew straight off. Social media Matt.
Okay.
Yep.
Do we need to know anything? Because I don't look at these anymore. So clearly anyone contacting or do I just need to go straight to the review of the last 2 weeks?
I haven't had any contact, but then I only get the Instagram. So I don't get if we've got emails, I don't get them.
We haven't had emails this week.
Haven't had emails. Okay.
Come on guys.
So I haven't had any particular contact. I've had some people comment a yes. I've literally had one word comments on a couple of things, but that's about it.
About what specifically?
Do you know which brother liked this film? Yes.
Yes is the answer.
No follow on.
No.
I know.
There's not a yes, I think it's.
No.
There's just yes.
Yes, I know.
Multiple yeses or just.
No, just the one yes.
Okay. So can you remind us, Matthew, because obviously this is your performance management that we do live.
Okay.
What were we assessing you on over this 2 week period?
Is it bi-weekly as well?
Well, we are going to do it bi-weekly. Yeah, we're going to do it just here.
I remember.
I think you can tell us about information every week if you want, but
yeah. Was it just about whether I'd done it or not?
Content creation, I think, is what
number
we said.
of posts.
Right, how many posts have you done?
I don't know, but two or three a week. About 5 or 6. Can't remember.
I can't remember what the actual.
So in the 2 weeks since
was.
the last time we recorded,
you'll be able to tell me because you've been paying attention to the Instagram.
I've got it up in front of me. There you've done 7 posts.
Oh, there you go.
Right. Yep.
I mean, I could classify them. This is on the Instagram. There is 1 post. There
4
are
reels?
3 reels.
Just 3?
And 3 stories.
Okay.
Yeah, disappointed with yourself there, aren't you?
Well, I said 2 or 3 reels. So I've exceeded my own expectations.
And it was your post that is the most interacted with.
Okay.
Which is the pictures of us acting like fools.
Well.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dominic, obviously in the world of work, we're just mere teachers.
Mere teachers. Okay, go on. Yeah.
If we're going to go through a performance management for the next 2 weeks, how should we be assessing Matthew on his performance?
I haven't had one for about 6 years, so I wouldn't know.
What, Instagram?
No, but yeah, that as well. Yeah. Well, we need to set a further target, don't we? So you had 7, so we need to.
Oh, you just want to
further
go on
target.
more, just on number of pieces?
I think so. Just to start with, just
To
to get,
maintain. I want
to maintain the same, because you want to improve on what you've done, and then when he's
Well,
getting steady amounts out, then we go
I'll
on to the
improve
next.
the quality, not
Okay.
the quantity. Is my.
How are we
is
going to
my-
assess
How are we
that?
going to assess
Matthew?
that? Yeah.
Well, that's for you to decide. But also, in a performance management, do I not need to tell you how you can improve as well?
I mean,
because we're your
depends.
boss in this
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah, but it's about how we can work together.
No, no one ever says that.
You're clearly a teacher.
No one ever does that.
No one does that.
Have you done what I've said? No. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
So what task? What
I
target?
say number. I think you should 8.
8 this time.
8. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Do you want to be discreet when it comes to whether they've got to be post reels or?
No.
Okay,
I think that's too specific.
so we're doing 8 content creations.
Correct.
Okay,
Does that
Yep.
include stories?
I've got no idea.
Well,
You're
'cause the
talking to the
stories-
man
Just
who
say yes.
gave up the social media because he
The
doesn't
stories
really get it.
disappear though, so you can't see them.
Then no, I want those on top.
So Jem won't have seen the stories.
Well, he should have done because he should be paying attention.
As in, he said he's on the page.
Yeah.
Oh, it does have your stories as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
I
you
did
go.
say 3 stories.
you did, yeah, I
that
just
did
wanted to
include.
check.
That
Okay,
did
fine,
include.
Good. All right. Good.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay. And,
Please, everyone get in contact with me. Let's have see if you can ask me questions. Join in.
and
Say hi.
two comments.
2 comments. Oh, good.
you want 2 comments
Yeah. Let's see if we can get 2
that he
comments.
can bring back to the table,
Mm.
Yeah. No, yes or no. We're not playing yes or no game.
making a note of this, people. It's the only way it works.
He's actually typing it down.
I know.
Yeah, this is
So
how we
don't
work.
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
There
Okay.
we go.
Yeah.
Well done.
Do you know? Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be, yeah.
Positive first interaction.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Now, weirdly, I have had some feedback that I can add on
Oh.
a personal level,
Oh, okay.
and we did cry out for this
Mm-hmm.
as well. Cricket movies.
Oh my word! I forgot about that. But go on. Yeah.
I also had a personal response to that, but go on, you go first.
So I had somebody at work come up to me and explain, outside of documentaries, which
Mhm.
which do exist, but we're not going to count those.
No.
Yeah.
He was aware of a film called Lagan, which is a Bollywood. Well, most of them are Bollywood. It's called Lagan Once Upon a Time, and it's basically the people of a small village in Victorian India stake their future on a game of cricket against the ruthless British rulers.
Well, I'm not
Sounds like
really
the longest yard.
not
type
really
thing,
up
isn't it?
on my Bollywood films, so I was not aware of that one.
No, I'm a little intrigued. I don't know how dramatic you can make it as a game of cricket.
I'm quite impressed I managed to come up with any film at all that has cricket in it. Then
Did you check it? Is it definite in?
cricket, there's definitely cricket in
it, or is it around?
Bend It
surround-
Like Beckham.
Okay,
There is definitely cricket in there.
but you said you also had feedback.
I did, but it's more of a joke feedback from someone. They
Oh,
said
God.
they had a film that had cricket in it. I said, "Oh, what?
Oh, Pinocchio.
Pinocchio." Yeah,
Oh, that's terrible.
You got that before you finished.
That was-
Well, that's how bad it is.
wow, that was Dan from Delaware.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
sorry.
Not
Do you
from
not?
Delaware.
Do you
Not
not
from
then?
Delaware.
Dan, not from Delaware. Absolute class joke then. I
Best I've
don't
ever
think
heard.
Oh, there
I
you go.
don't think you've delivered that in the way that he did.
Probably not. No,
No.
didn't do it justice.
No.
No, you haven't.
Not at all.
No, Dan.
Send
Social
the voice
media.
note in.
Social media is what he needs now.
Yeah.
You've got to stop the voice notes. He needs social media.
Oh, he
comments.
does. He does follow us now,
Oh,
so he could use that medium.
great
Nice.
link, and this is not planned in any way. Obviously, we talked about Dan not from Delaware, but there is a person from Delaware, still nothing.
Yeah.
I can't remember the names we went for, Yuri in Ukraine or Bobby from Bangladesh. I think
that
we're
was
at.
right.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Didn't write those down, did you?
I have got those written, but I couldn't remember if I was right. We've got 2 new listeners,
Oh,
Ooh, welcome.
new countries.
Welcome.
new countries.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there must be new listeners. Well,
Yes.
or they've transferred, I
Or
suppose.
they've just moved.
Yeah. So we need the best names we can for somebody in Austria,
Aussie.
Yeah.
but is that
Say
too one-way inclined? You don't get many Aussie females. We were trying to be a bit
Oh, we're trying to be gender neutral.
as close to
Yeah.
just Oz.
Ossel.
What's that?
Don't know. This could be a name. Could be a surname.
I was thinking I was trying to get Audrey from Austria or something like that. Audley?
Austin.
I think
Austin. That's not bad. But that
Do you get
does sound
female
American
Austins?
straight off, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, for a boy, but it could be like Jane Austen.
Okay. I don't know what we're going to go with here.
No, I don't know either.
Let's go Oz.
Right. Yeah.
Oz in Austria.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And also in Hungary. I don't know, someone's doing a little tour.
Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they're doing that. That's in that region.
So I didn't know whether we were going to go Harry in Hungary
yeah, I was
because
thinking
Harriet.
Yep.
Okay.
That was my instant.
So if that's you, even if you were on the,
Or your name's not Harry. Doesn't have to be Harry.
No, you don't have to be Harry from Hungary. I just need to know who. That's what I'm going to call you until I know
Until we
otherwise.
know, yeah.
Who from Hungary?
And then I thought this would be a really good challenge. In the States, the biggest listener, what are you going to call somebody from the District of Columbia?
Is that a separate region then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it regionalises off of the data I get given.
Desi from DC.
Desi or Columbia, yeah. Which one are we going?
Desi from DC.
Desi from DC. Nice. The Desi from DC, that is our highest state last month. So DC.
Danny's more of a next one, but
That would work as well.
Desi or Danny from DC. Right, okay. I'm just making a list of fictional names of people that listen to us, basically.
Yeah,
This is our listenership. That's not a thing. Okay.
it made sense.
Should we talk about some films or something?
Let's do it. Top 5 films that we picked randomly. Number 72. Top 5 films that are set in the snow.
Okay, good.
Right. Definitely 72.
I'm kidding.
I had the wrong number on my list, so yeah, that's fine. 72.
Yep, are set
Okay.
in the snow. As
Excellent.
long as you got that bit,
I
we're
got that
okay.
bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
That's
this is
not as
a
important.
very off the cuff top
Yeah.
5 films that probably the
Yeah.
most accurate you'll be. But there we go. Who wants to kick off? Thoughts, process, any sort of system?
Yeah, I'd like to. Well, I went for. Although there were quite a lot of films that had snow in them, but I wouldn't say they were set in the snow.
Okay, agreed.
So my
So is it
films
based on
have,
time?
yeah, as in the amount of time that they're in, you can physically see people in snow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I went through. So
Has to be
anything,
people. Got you. Okay.
yeah, 'cause-
I went for a film that feels like it's snowy. Like if I think about it,
What do you mean?
like if you think about a film, do I think of snow associated with that film? Not just, as you said, not just a scene in snow. I've tried to make it so that the film feels like it's set
feel
in
like
snow.
Matthew's got something that is about half or something.
No,
if not that, yeah.
I have one that I think you will absolutely agree is set in the snow.
But not for the whole film.
I don't think anyone stands in the snow.
No, you don't see the snow.
You do see the snow.
Okay, out of a window or something. Okay,
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't choose a film that was similar to that, but
Okay. Well,
we'll see.
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
And
well-
Jem, over to you. How are you doing yours?
Yeah, okay. Well, I first of all decided I'm not doing any Christmas film.
Oh, I did look at Christmas films.
I have ousted any with Christmas film. And some of them, I don't even think it's the major crux of it, but I've discounted it, even though I like it, because I think it's a Christmas film, or it's got enough of Christmas. There was a couple I talk about in honourable mentions. I also would like to say that I feel my list would be completely different to yours, because there's a lot of thriller Scandinavian films, sort of films that just aren't up my street. They're not really my bag, and I know of them, but
Yeah.
I've seen very little of them, and yeah, that's not really my thing. Spending time in the woods,
Scandi noirs.
yeah, not me. So I think I'm going to have a slightly different list than maybe some of you.
I
There's
think there'd
probably
be crossovers. I think
more
there will
TV
be.
shows that are Scandi noir.
Okay,
But
Yes.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
okay. Well, let's just kick in.
Who was first last time? Do you
Oh, we
remember?
never
Do you
remember this.
Do you remember?
No.
No, me neither.
I feel like it.
Jeremy's
I was about
going.
to say it could be.
He's
It's
off.
going to be me or Jem, but yeah, can them.
Okay,
Jem's off.
I'll happily go.
Number 5, Jem.
My number 5, 2002.
I do not have a 2002. Keep going.
Scroll.
Give me more.
No, keep going.
1 hour 21 minutes.
Ooh,
Whoa.
it's
Okay.
a nice brisk one.
Yep, 7.5 out of 10.
It's not bad.
Go on. What are the genres?
Adventure, comedy, family.
Is that animation's not in there?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so we're trying to keep that on the.
I was like, 1 out of
burner.
21. There must be something. Okay.
Right. Only 1 out of 21 though. Still.
Arguably,
And 2002, you say, sorry?
2002.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Arguably, you might be mistaken.
Yeah.
To think it's not snow
Oh,
because of the title.
Oh.
But it's definitely set
In
Okay.
snow.
in snow.
What does that mean? That sounds
No,
like a
that's-
cryptic clue.
that sounds. Yeah, we've all seen it.
I would suggest so, yeah.
Okay. Is it Disney?
No.
An animation. It's not like a sand. It's not got the sand in the title or beach. Life's a beach.
No. You're too far away from it.
Oh.
It's similar.
I think I might have it then. Has it got animals in it?
Yes.
Is it Ice Age?
Ice
Ah,
Age.
there we go.
Yes.
I didn't think you could have this list without having Ice Age in it. And I
That
went
is
for the
true.
first one, right? Even though I think I prefer the third one, but I couldn't pick that in myself because that's spent in the dinosaurs under the ground and not in as much snow.
That's with Buck, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Simon Pegg comes along. But the first one is definitely set in the snow
Yeah.
and follows that storyline. And I just like the dynamic between all of the characters in this one. It's an origin story if we're going to get technical. I know you're thinking I'm trying to zhuzh that up a little bit because it's animation.
I like the first one. I think you're right. I think the squirrel is best in the first one, just because the little indents, whatever you call them, with him, her,
Little side.
side bits in
bits,
between
yeah.
the main plot.
with the acorn.
Yeah, which obviously must have been shorts first.
I believe so, and
Then
they've-
decided to put
yeah.
in. Yeah, I think they're the best bits. I find Ray Romano's voice a little irritating, to be perfectly honest.
But I think
I
it
can get
works
that.
because of his character,
Yeah,
because they've dressed him up as...
The grumpy old mammoth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then you've obviously got Sid as the sort of wacky one, and then you've got Diego as... I suppose the sort of angry one is what it is.
Is he an anti-villain in that one? Is he like a baddie for a bit?
Yes, he's kind of got a side plot that he is meant to be helping all the rest of the Sabretooths
Right.
keep a track of where they
Okay.
are.
Get the mammoth, essentially, yeah.
I think I struggle to remember which one's which, but the one with Queen Latifah is the one that I remember most.
That's number.
But I would argue
Really?
less snow in that one as well.
Is that's because something's melting? Is it all melting?
Everything's melting.
Okay, so there is less
And then
snow.
they're trying to get into a massive arc. I think that's that one.
It's a big tree, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Okay. Very good.
There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
when they go
That
to
is
the top
definitely a
and
snow
see that
one.
they're in like
A bowl.
a bowl of ice,
That's
yes.
Ah, do you want to
Very
go next, Dom? or shall
Yeah,
I
I'll go next, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Completely different, James. But
Told you.
so mine is 2009.
Okay. I don't know.
It's not mine. I haven't
No.
got it.
I don't think Jem will have seen this.
Right.
Nope. I might have put it down for you, though.
I don't know. 2 hours, 3 minutes.
Key game.
7 out of 10. Horror, mystery, thriller. 18. So this one,
Is it English?
what do you mean? Yes, it's English. Yes,
Okay.
sorry. American. But, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
In English.
But,
Sorry, spoken English.
So this one, it's very much it's set in a snowy place, and you see them outside in snow quite a lot. So hence why I've said set in the snow. It's based. I'll give you some character names. I think
Yep.
that's what I'm going to go for, or some taglines. It's up to you.
Alternate.
Okay, fine. So I'll alternate. I'll
One
go
and
for the
one.
bottom. So this is about the Coleman family, and they
Gary Coleman. Is it different strokes?
No.
no, Kate Coleman and John.
Oh,
Coleman.
right. The mustard people. No, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, and they have
Terrible jokes.
so essentially the Coleman parents. They've already got 2 children. They have a miscarriage and a
Right.
3rd child, and they feel like they need to adopt. So they adopt a 3rd
Oh.
child into their family called Esther.
Is she very small?
She is small.
Okay, I think
Matthew knows. Go on.
I'm going to guess. I can't remember the film. I don't remember this being in the snow.
Go on.
Is it The Orphan?
It is The Orphan.
It's a good
But
film.
it's set in Connecticut, and it snows the whole way through. So it's outside snowing.
But do they spend the whole time inside?
No,
Okay.
there's a lot of outside where they're in playgrounds and things happen, and there's lots of cut scenes back to where she used to be and playing outside, and there's a big scene where they go outside and lots happens. I'm trying not to spoil it.
Yeah, he's trying not to spoil it. It's got
Well,
a very good,
What's funny is
very
that
good end to
you've
this.
described, and I'm
Fantastic
thinking of You said a very small person, and all I can think of is like a toy doll.
Well, yeah.
She's not dissimilar. Yeah, she
dresses like a little toy doll, basically. Yeah. That's what I sort of meant.
Oh, so I wasn't that far off.
No, she's a creepy toy doll.
Okay,
basically.
I don't know whether I've made it funny because that's how I cope with these sort of things.
Really not funny.
It's not funny, no.
No, I know, but this is how I would.
And I think it's probably one of the best endings because I was not expecting it.
Of a film ever. That is a bold shout.
No, I suppose of a horror film.
I think it's difficult now because if you tell someone that it's got that kind of good end, they're expecting it. I think what made it good was I wasn't expecting an unexpected. I wasn't expecting an unexpected ending.
Okay,
which is what made it good.
I was expecting to happen what happened, but not with the twist.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And anyone who's listening is now either seen it and goes yes, or hasn't and goes, oh, maybe I'll be interested, and then they're going to get into contact with you and go, wasn't that extreme? Yeah.
Please get in contact.
Please do.
Matthew's just plugging away over there.
Either way.
Okay, well, I can't tell you whether that's good or not. But
that's my number 5.
It is good. I would go back and watch that again.
And I had to check. I did double check that it was set in the snow.
Are you sure?
Lots of snow scenes.
Oh, Dominic's done some research.
Yeah.
Well, it's done something that he thinks is research.
Yeah.
Right, Matthew, you're number 5.
All right, my number 5 is in 1993.
Too early for me. No.
Anyone in 1993 takers?
I have a 1993.
Is it a 15?
No.
Okay. It's 1 hour 53 minutes, 6.5 on IMDb. It is an action adventure thriller.
1993.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I've done a lot of research on this, so it could be many things. But you said there's a couple, and it's a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to give you some facts about it first.
Please do.
It was nominated for 3 Oscars, this film, which surprised me somewhat. But
because it doesn't get a good rating?
No. Is there much acting in it?
No, not in that way. The Oscar nominations were for sound, special effects, and visual effects.
Okay.
93.
Yeah,
I think I might know it, but that's just as I've done my research.
It has.
Oh, that is. But hold on.
That's good.
Pause.
Yeah.
You make a claim like that, I'm calling you out now.
Cliffhanger.
It is Cliffhanger. Very good.
Because it was a soundtrack, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It has the
John
Guinness
Lithgow.
World Record.
Where have you been for the last 36 episodes?
Yeah.
I'm always here,
It holds the world record for the most expensive aerial stunt ever performed.
Sorry, I'm still stunned here.
Yeah.
Clicks for Dominic. That is
Good.
ridiculous.
That is good. Very good. It's really good. It wasn't on my list until I started compiling the list. You know, you sort of come up and you go, I'm going to do those 5. I came up with those 5, and then in my head, it just jumped in there. I was like, that's set in the snow. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, very much so.
So there were 5 films better than this, but you've decided to shift
until I thought of this one. I thought that needs to go in there.
Yeah, it's definitely set in the snow. I'll give you that. It's on my honourable mentions for sure.
I just remember him with the ice picks on the edge of the cliff hanging. So there we go.
So the bit I really remember is the I think they take the mickey out of it in one of the Hot Shots films.
More than likely.
Where at the very beginning, it's really haunting beginning scene. It gives you massive vertigo because it's not a spoiler. It's the first 10 minutes. Trying to rescue a woman from the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Her harness, as they're rescuing her, starts breaking and falls apart. And he basically tries to hold on to her. Doesn't quite, but there's a clip in a Hot Shots film, I'm pretty sure, where it's a raccoon he's trying to hold on to. That's all I can remember.
Isn't she wearing a glove?
Yes, the glove slips.
Yep.
The glove slips.
Yep.
So your highlight from the cliffhanger movie is actually the Hot Shots part?
No, I'm just saying I remember that bit. But it's got John Lithgow in it.
Yeah.
As a really good villain.
What? Hold on. He constantly plays villain. But
a really
Santa
good
Claus
villain
the movie.
Yeah, but he's a caricature in that. In this, he's a bit nastier. It's also got Michael Rooker in, who is the guy with the whistling arrow in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
He must have been much younger though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's 1993. It's quite
also
a
in
while
Walking Dead, by the way. But
okay, there you go. Yeah, it's really like it. Really good.
Do you know what? I can't remember it.
Do you know what? I remember the
once,
first 10 minutes more than some of the storyline in the middle.
I just remember there being lots of explosions.
The really expensive stunt was that they used one plane and they hooked it up to another plane, and then they somebody basically went from one plane to the other plane on a zip wire.
Well, that's cool.
Was actually, I know. I mean, it could have been in our plane episode, basically. But yeah, really good stunt. Really good bit of action. It's ridiculous as well. It's got some good one-liners before someone dies, that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Very
Nice.
good.
Well, there you go.
Cliffhanger.
Thank you. There you go.
Number 4, Joe.
Oh, sorry, I was still waiting for the cliffhanger. No?
Does it actually end on a cliffhanger? Is he just hanging at the end of the film? I don't know.
We're still waiting for cliffhanger too.
You will have to find out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, very nice. Right. So we're on to my number 4.
Yes, please.
Yes.
2013.
Potentially. 1 second.
Not on my list.
Oh, sorry, is that too
Yes,
recent?
I've got
Nice.
one. Carry on.
1 hour 42?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
7.4.
7.4.
What number's yours?
2.
Oh, blimey.
Wow,
We'll
you went
come back.
high.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. I agree.
Okay. Okay. We'll have to keep moving on then.
So it's my number 4. Okay.
Come back to that later.
2011 for my number 4.
Not me.
1 hour 57. 6.7 out of 10. Action, adventure, drama, thriller.
Whoa,
That's a
all of them.
15. All of them.
All of the tags.
Whole shebang on that one, yeah. Completely and utterly set in the snow from the beginning. They
Good.
have a, I'm just going to set the scene, how it happens.
Just one set of scene or?
Hmm?
Just one scene, is there? Continuous shot.
No.
Oh,
As
okay.
in, I'll set anyway.
Setting a scene for you.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Perfect. Thank you.
So, the person involved, his name is John Otway. I didn't know it was. Yeah.
Right.
So, he gets hired as a wolf killer, essentially, for somewhere in the, I think it's in the Arctic. I don't know whether it's either or, but in a snowy setting. And they're all there for a period of time, and then after they've all finished their kind of
Wolf killing.
shift as such, they then go
Are they
home.
are they culling?
No, so he's the only one doing it. Everyone else is working, and he's just there just to kill the wolves.
What are they working doing?
I don't know whether they're like scientists. You don't really know what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
That's not
Okay.
really important. But
But he's
the
stopping them
key.
attacking them?
Yes.
Okay.
So anytime
I'm
they
just
get
working
close,
out why they were killing wolves for fun, but okay. I
And
get
he
it.
doesn't. He just keeps them at bay. He's like a sniper essentially. So he just keeps them away.
Oh.
But
Okay.
on their way home, when they're all finished their period of time in the Arctic, they go home and the plane crashes into the middle of a snowy setting, and it
Is
pretty
this
much
the one based, I want to say based on a true story, but I don't know.
Didn't have biography in the
No, true.
tag.
no. So yeah, so essentially,
Is there
it's all about,
cannibalism at some point?
no.
Okay, not that one.
It's
I was
not
thinking
that one.
about
No,
then.
there is another film like
There's
that.
a
But it's
film
not
like
that one.
that, yeah.
But essentially, it goes through. They all crash. There are survivors. I don't know the exact number. There's about 10 of them that survive, and they try and survive in the plane for as long as they can.
Right, little side game here, because
don't
when you
think I
talk
know
about
this.
snow, no, neither do I, but I reckon I can get close to something in the title, because if it's set in the snow all the time, there's a lot of
Puns.
words that get used. Would that work in this context?
Is the word cold in the title?
No.
What you're saying?
Ice.
No,
Okay.
it's a color in the title.
White.
No,
It's not white out. Black.
no,
The grey.
it is the grey.
Okay. I didn't know
Liam
the
Neeson.
film.
Liam
Yeah.
Neeson, yeah.
Yeah, I obviously
actually
found this in my
thoroughly enjoyed
research,
this.
but I've never seen it.
I've never seen it. I did not know what it was about either.
So so that's how. And then when they crash, they try and survive, and what they do is they just walk. They just go south. I don't know why they decide that, but they just go
Because it
warmer.
probably gets warmer going that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Depends which
right
way
in
you
the
go.
middle.
Depends where you
Then-
are.
I doubt they're going to. But anyway, they
But
end
he
up
said
going through-
Arctic.
Oh, okay. Then yes. If you're close to the South Pole, you don't want to go south.
That's
Well,
true.
you can't. If you're on the South Pole, how do you go south?
I said if you're close.
Oh, okay. I'm 2 steps away. Is it the grey because that's the colour of the wolves, or is it because it's just his hair colour?
I don't actually know why it's called that. I don't know.
What, is it mentioned?
It's not, and I've looked
It's-
at all of the.
It's not set in a
details.
time where it doesn't get dark fully. It just gets
No.
grey.
So
I'm trying to help
the
you
main
out
alpha
here.
wolf is grey, so maybe it's to do with that. But it's nothing.
He's not the grey. Like Liam Neeson's character's not like
No, there's
the
no
grey.
name. He's not. It's not like a nickname. No, but yeah.
So is he still keeping them at bay? Is he the wolves at all
Yeah,
these
so
points?
he's pretty much leading the group of people without going too far.
And they're being stalked by a big pack of
Absolutely,
wolves.
yeah. That just keep coming back, and They try and light fires and things like that.
He's got
and
the
then,
knowledge to keep them
and
safe.
this is, yeah.
Well, he
And
hopes
there's-
he does.
Yeah, and obviously go through that, and then so on and so forth. I don't want to, but
I feel like Matthew and I have described this.
This
we
is
have never
also-
watched it.
I think we've got through Act 1, maybe halfway through Act 2, but I don't think we actually know the
and then I don't think
finish.
you would know the end.
I think we get about 2.5 acts in before something happens. I
Is
think
it
it's
slow?
all
It's
about
Quite
it.
quick.
Is
You
it
are-
a slow burn? Is it like a slow
No.
build? No.
No,
It's
Oh,
action
it's
packed.
constant. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think-
I'm a bit more intrigued by the film than I thought I
Yeah.
So
was.
the,
You'd
so
be
the
all right
wolves,
with that
the
one.
wolves come into it
Oh,
quite
for sure.
quickly. Quite
Seems
quickly.
less psychological.
Oh yeah, it's just action. There's no.
It's not
Yeah,
like
it
it's not
doesn't-
like the wolves are psychologically torturing them using like jigsaw technique.
No, they're not that clever.
Yeah,
They're not
they're not.
velociraptors.
That'd be good.
No.
Oh,
But yeah, that is my number 4, the grey.
very good.
Clever.
Not seen that one.
Right.
Math. Your number 4.
My number 4.
Your number 4.
It's 2017.
No.
So, 2017, 12A, 1 hour 54 minutes, 6.5 IMDb, crime, drama, mystery, thriller. Set in the snow.
Mystery.
Yeah.
Detective.
Yes.
Set in a cold place as opposed to all outside all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a book?
Yes, it is a book.
Okay.
Or have you got it?
I don't know.
He's definitely done his
You've
research.
done your
this week,
research
hasn't he?
this week.
Is it like a Poirot one?
It is a Poirot one.
I haven't seen them, but I've done my research.
Is it on a train?
It is.
Yeah.
Do you know what the name
The
of the train is?
Express. The Orient Express.
It is. It's Murder on the Orient Express.
I haven't seen it.
Mostly set on a train, but I agree that it is snowing at all times and you can see out the carriage, if
And
that
that's
makes
fine
sense.
then, yeah.
They start where it's warm, I think, if I remember right.
But it stops.
But it's it breaks down.
Yeah.
They've got to clear the tracks.
Yeah.
It goes through. I mean, it goes through Siberia.
I've only
Now-
seen one of those.
Am I right? That's the second of the 3 that they've done.
That's the first one.
Is it?
That was the first.
Judi Dench.
Well,
Which
the
one's
cast.
Johnny Depp in?
That one.
That one. Okay.
So we've got Kenneth Branagh, Penelope Cruz, Willem Dafoe, Judi Dench, Johnny Depp, Josh Gad, Michelle Pfeiffer, Daisy Ridley, Derek Jacobi, Olivia Colman. To
So
name- to
is
name a
that
few.
one the Nile,
That's
the
third
house one?
And then the
Haunting
one
in
with the
Venice.
Haunting in Venice.
and
That's
Death
the
on the
one
Nile.
I've
They're the
seen.
3 they've done so far.
Okay, I just couldn't remember the order.
Pretty sure Death on the Nile is the second one.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I would have said. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So yes, they
Stellar cast.
it is amazing. They get on a train with Poirot because he happens to be there, and one of that cast is killed, and then it's about trying to work out.
Hold
who
on,
did
Poirot.
it.
I can't remember it like that. Poirot's never just accidentally there.
Is he retired at this point?
No, I think he sort of is accidentally there.
Has he not been invited by someone? Is normally how this works.
I can't remember exactly why he's there, but I didn't feel like it's not like he stumbled on the train because he was half drunk or anything. He was possibly invited on it, but I don't think they
Yeah,
expected
because I always
a
thought
world-class
that a little
detective
bit
to be on it.
more. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I thought, yeah, but anyway,
Yeah, no, I think he's just on a trip, and I think
just so, well, he's one of those unlucky people, then, isn't he? That
he's another
death follows.
he's another Jessica Fletcher.
Yeah, don't get on the
Murder,
same
She
plane
Wrote.
as him.
Yeah, it's a good one. It is a good one. Tagline is everyone's a suspect, and with a massive cast like that, you know,
Weirdly, I can't remember the ending to that one.
you really can't. So that the ending,
I thought you were
without
just
giving
saying
away
it.
the ending,
Yeah.
there is the scene is they're all sat outside in the snow on the train line, sort of looking a bit like The Last Supper, if I remember rightly. Like they're all sat on the same side of a long table or sat facing
Okay.
Mr. Poirot.
While he's telling them
And-
what's happened.
Nice little fact, Christopher Nolan has a cameo in the film.
There you go.
He's a waiter in the back of the train. There you go.
Why?
I don't know.
Good question.
Because he knows
Because Kenneth
Kenneth Branagh was in it. Yeah.
is in one of his films,
Yeah.
and he thought he'd repay him.
Yeah, I don't know what order that happened in actually. I think it was the other way around, but still.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Great
there you
film. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth watching just for the puzzle mystery element.
I didn't like the Haunting in Venice.
I quite like that. It was
It
jumpy.
was very slow.
I thought that one was more predictable.
It was a bit
I
contrived.
guessed what had happened in that one, whereas I can remember being more impressed. I thought I was most impressed with the first one.
Yes.
I was okay with the second one, and the third one, even though it was meant to be scary, I didn't find it that scary.
No.
And
I preferred the third one to the second one. I thought the second one was a little bit bland, and I thought that was more obvious.
okay, well there we go then.
There we go.
We all agree. First one's the best.
definitely the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Murder on the Orient Express.
There we go.
Jeremy, your number 3, please.
My number 3, 2010,
No.
Go on.
15.
Oh.
I've ramped up.
What are you doing?
Comedy,
Watching a 15?
Romance.
1 hour 41.
Oh, it could still be comedy romance, Tom.
It's not comedy romance.
It's a gross out one.
Comedy sci-fi.
Oh, right. Sci-fi?
6.4 out of 10.
Okay.
2010 was my year where I watched loads of films. So I must have seen this in the cinema because there wasn't much I missed that year.
How many of the films did you see in the cinema, though?
About 50. I think I saw at least one a week.
Right, okay.
Carry on, keep going. So,
What do you want?
what's
Character
the,
names.
Or the snow element?
Oh, yeah. Go on. Tell us more about the snow.
It is set in the snow.
Where,
If
if you know?
I would say, I don't want to give away, I think that's too easy.
Is the sci-fi alien? Is it alien
No, it's
snow?
not Alien.
It's not alien snow?
No,
Right,
it's not Alien Snow. Oh, do you know, I can't even think of an Alien Snow, but...
I can. But I'm not gonna
Okay,
say
well,
it.
oh.
Like a Yeti.
That's not an
It's
alien.
not alien, though. Yeti.
Well,
We don't know what they are.
we're not
Well.
saying it came from elsewhere.
We don't know that. But anyway, Cam.
Okay, you wanted character names.
Yes, please.
Adam,
Yeah.
Lou,
Oh.
Nick, Jacob.
Oh, I know this one. I know exactly the film.
Is it?
I
Is
can-
Adam a big part of it or not?
Yeah, Adam's the lead role, I'd say.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know exactly what it is.
We'll go for it then.
Is there an energy drink that is special
There
to
is
this
a
movie?
Russian energy drink that is...
Chernobyl, I think it's called.
That's more knowledge than I could remember. I could remember it was a Russian. and that has a big part to play in it.
Isn't the
Yes.
Winter Soldier in this film? I think Sebastian Stan's in this film. But
What?
Sebastian Stan is in this film, you're
Yeah.
right. I thought you meant Winter Soldier because of a one-armed man,
no.
but that's another clue there.
No, go for it.
Which
I'm gonna
is
tell you what it is.
why it could be the sequel to Back to the Future. But there we go.
Which I believe is referenced in the film anyway.
Yeah.
Can I name it?
Yeah,
Please
of course
do.
you can.
Please do.
This must be some kind of hot tub time machine.
Absolutely.
Which,
Great
Jeremy,
film.
got bumped from my number 5 position.
Well, yeah, exactly. So yeah, anyone who hasn't seen it, they go to. I didn't want to tell you. I don't know. I couldn't tell you which ski resort they were at.
Kodiak.
Oh, Matthew has properly.
I'm on it.
Yeah,
Kodiak.
I really like this film.
but they take a trip because they want to basically go back to where they had their prime, if that makes sense. They weirdly all just jump in a hot tub and drink beers.
They go to the same room, don't they?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Route
Yeah.
420. I seriously remember a lot about it.
That is good. You are on it.
This is John Cusack, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's this sort of drinking scene where it involves somebody dressed up in a bear
There's a weird scene where it's all a bit trippy, but then they're all drunk and been drinking energy
There's a
drinks.
bear
and
that
vodka
comes
and
in. I think there's like face masks involved, and it spins round
President's
lots of
face
times.
masks,
Yeah,
that's right.
Is it a ritual type thing? Is it?
No, they
it
just get drunk in a hot tub.
Okay.
and then they wake up and they go, or they
They go skiing.
go skiing, but they obviously are wondering why everybody is looking a bit retro today. They're like, is there some sort of retro?
One of them snowboarding, and people are going, "What is that thing he's on?"
Yeah, that's right. And basically, they then eventually work out that they're in the past, and when they look in the mirror, they can see their younger selves, and they're basically reliving it.
That bit, yeah.
But they're trying to be careful all the time that they don't change the future too much or anything like that.
Yes.
But they've all got issues at that time. John Cusack's just been dumped. If I remember rightly, Craig Robinson's character Nick is he's annoyed that he's got a wife. Is pretty much the plot.
I think he doesn't like where his life's gone. Like he wanted to be a singer, and he's ended up cleaning dogs in a dog grooming place. And
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
okay.
He's too sensible, I suppose you would say. He's always picked that route. Then you've got Lou, who is the
wild
bum.
Yeah, he's the edge.
Yeah.
And then Jacob is...
The young kid. He's one from The Office.
Yeah.
One of the interns from The Office.
And he is his
nephew. John
nephew.
Cusack's
John
nephew.
Cusack's nephew. Yeah.
He does the voice of Thunk, doesn't he?
Maybe. I don't know who that is.
In The Croods.
Might do.
Yes, yeah, I believe he does. Yeah, that's probably right. But yeah, just comedy ensues. There's a big storyline about Crispin Glover's character, who we know in the future has lost an arm, and then there are scenes where he's carving ice sculptures and slits, and they're like, "It's gonna happen, and it doesn't.
I think that's the best bit of the film is the fact that you know he's going to lose his arm at some point, and they're all like, "Oh god, we're going to get to watch it. We get to watch it," and then they're like, "No." Yeah,
there's a lot of nearlies. Yeah,
like that. That is very good.
And obviously Chevy Chase is the repairman.
Chevy Chase as well. And the girl from Mean Girls. Her name's escaped me.
Lizzie Kaplan.
Lizzie Kaplan. She's in it as well.
The love interest.
Sort of. She's only got a small role in it, really, but she is in it as the love interest.
She's John Cusack's love interest, I would say.
Well, John Cusack's original girlfriend in it, I think, is the girl who is the daughter in How I Met Your Mother. For the entire thing.
There you go.
There you go. Good link.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a lot of random facts flying out of my brain at the
You've
moment.
got quite a few. I'm not going to lie about that.
I feel like that should be in your top 5.
Well, it was at number 5.
We've got
Cliffhanger.
Just got
yeah. I feel like you've got.
At that.
I feel like you've got more knowledge about this film than Cliffhanger.
No, it's newer. I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it more recently.
But yeah, right. That's my number 3.
Good choice, Jeremy.
On to my number 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, 2015.
Keep going.
Oh, you got one.
No, I'm saying keep going. Keep going. No, none on my list.
2 hours 48. Quite a long one.
Right.
7.8 out of 10. And it's crime, drama, mystery, thriller.
Told you.
Western.
Told you we'd have different films.
Right, I reckon I've got this on my list for you.
Oh, go on.
No, I'm
Has it
going
got a number in it?
No.
Oh.
Yes, it does.
Oh, then I don't.
Oh. Quite recent. When is it?
2015.
Yeah.
Not his best work.
Oh, do you know what it is?
I think I do.
Oh.
Not known for one of his best films.
Is it one of Tom Hardy's?
It's his no. it's his 8th film that he's directed. That's what
What a coincidence.
Yeah, okay, I think I know. Tell us what it is, because I've got this now. When you say he, do you mean Quentin?
I do mean Quentin.
Okay, QT.
I've not seen this.
Me neither.
So I've only seen this once, but I kind of remember bits and bobs about it.
Should we tell people?
Yeah, The Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Tell me about the storyline, Dom, because other than the fact I think there are 8
and I
people.
kind of know who a few of them are.
Yeah,
I can't tell you I know all 8 of them.
No.
But
No, it's essentially. So
do
they
you know
are.
who all 8 are? Have you done your research?
Well, I've got the list of who all 8 are. Yes.
Go on then.
What of who all 8 the people are?
Yep.
Okay, so Samuel L. Jackson
One.
is Major Marquis Warren.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kurt Russell is John Ruth.
2.
Jennifer Jason Leigh is Daisy Domergue, I think.
Donahue.
3.
Donahue?
No, Domergue, so Domergue. But anyway, she's the
Demargue.
Oh, I think it actually is. No, you said that. But yeah, Walter Goggins
4.
as Sheriff Chris.
It's Walter Goggins.
Oh, that name rings a bell though.
But that's Mrs. Goggins.
I've only got a
Postman
7
Pat.
before you do this. I've only got 7.
I told you.
I've literally not one off the bottom of my list.
Okay. Who have you knocked off?
Tim Roth, Michael Madsen.
Okay. Standard Pulp Fiction-y people.
Yeah. I don't know off the top of my head. I can't tell you.
John Travolta. Is that who's missing?
No.
Bruce Willis.
Well, no, because you got loads of I can't think of his name.
Anyway,
yes, but yeah. So the whole point is that I've done loads of research on everyone else. It's not my own. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us the plot.
So it's set in the winter in Wyoming, back in obviously Western, like early. I think it's like 19. I want to say like
Must be 1800s.
I was going to say 1900s, but yeah, you're probably right. A bit earlier than that. So there's a fugitive captive who's the Daisy character, and Kurt Russell's character he's got her. He's like a bounty hunter essentially, and he's trying to take her back to the jail, but it becomes a really bad winter, so they try and have to find shelter
Hunker down
in a cabin,
right,
inhabited by all these different characters. There are backstories to where they came from, who they go, but essentially they all want the money
Are they all
Or
bounty
They all want
hunters?
the bounty.
No, they're
No,
all
but
just bad guys.
do they find out
essentially.
the bounty
They found
exists?
out, yeah. So Samuel L. Jackson is essentially the one who tries to keep everything in check as such. But
Sweet. Trying to keep them all sweet.
yeah,
Is
but
it his
there's lots
place?
of no.
Oh,
No.
okay.
He steps in. No, he's just about because he gets into the carriage that Kurt Russell's character is in, and then they end up getting stranded together. But there's loads of other people who have got stranded as well, and it's essentially just them all in it for themselves, trying to kill one another.
Is it a last man standing job?
Essentially, yeah. But then
Right.
loads of different things happen. Like they try not to do it, obviously, but without ruining it. And how it
Another
happens.
one's dead.
Yeah, but then Samuel L. Jackson's just fantastic in it
Okay.
as well. Him with a gun.
But it's 2 hours and 48 minutes though.
It is
I
quite
think
slow. and
that
it's
might
quite,
be the reason why I hadn't watched it.
Yeah, but how do you quickly get rid of 7 other people?
It's
Bang.
not quick.
Big-
It's not too quick.
Single explosion.
Oh, literally.
Yeah. Poof. Done.
We've left.
Yeah.
Explode.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they can't.
Not
leave,
much
can
of a
they?
film though.
Can't
that,
leave
is
though,
it?
as Dom explained. Because
Yeah, they need the car.
It's too cold.
Yeah. Isn't it great when two people who haven't seen the film start discussing the film?
But yeah. But right. But anyway, the character names are the bounty hunter, the hangman, the Confederate, the sheriff, the Mexican, the little man, the cowpuncher, and the prisoner.
Okay.
So which one of
Those are
those
the
have you not got on your list?
I don't know. I'm trying to have to think about it. I'm trying to remember it. But no. So yes. But yeah, it's not. It's definitely not one of the best ones. But in terms of the fact that it's set in the snow, it's definitely out there for me.
Okay.
I'm a
Okay.
big fan of
Very good.
Tarantino films. So yes,
I'm going to take your word. It's a good one.
that is my number 3.
My number 3.
Matt, your number 3.
My number 3. 1984.
Oh, good year.
Yeah, you think.
Vintage year.
You're calling
Very
yourself vintage.
now, yeah.
No. As in it's a fine year. Like if it was a vintage year for wine, it means it's more expensive.
That's because it's aged.
Yeah, it's really aged.
Yeah, but what a year
Or eight.
for anything to be brought into the world.
Matthew, please carry on.
Yeah, I think I'll keep going.
1984, that was. Everyone.
1984 was a 15, has been downgraded to a 12A since.
Ooh, that's opposite to what I would. Okay.
I'll get into that in a bit. 1 hour 46 minutes.
So
7.3.
more sweary than violence. Or
Well, I will. So 7.3 on IMDb. I would tell you that the PG-13 rating, which is an American rating, was created for this film. There you
whoa,
go.
definite.
According to the trivia that I read about it on IMDb.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
What would you like?
The snow
Some
element.
information would be good.
The snow element.
What were the
It's
genres?
set in a snowy village.
What were the genres?
Comedy, fantasy, horror.
I don't think you said that.
Comedy
I didn't.
horror.
Comedy,
And
horror.
fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a horror, but it's a 12A.
Well, it was a 15, but yes.
But it's comedy, Dom. It's not proper horror, is it?
It is set in the sleepy town of Kingston Falls, which, interestingly, another fact for you, the set they used was the exact same set as Back to the Future, which would have been filmed the year after.
Which part of Back to the Future?
So the set,
The square.
the big square,
Okay.
that whole bit.
They
is-
just
is-
redress it.
Yeah. Well, they redressed it for Back to the Future, but yes.
Yeah.
Christmas version.
Apologies. Yeah.
The tagline is, I think this might give it to you: cute, clever, mischievous, intelligent, dangerous.
No.
No.
Cute.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Is that 1984?
Deep thought,
What's the horror element?
Is the cute part because it is cute
and then it's
and
not.
then it's not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go on then.
Mogwai.
Oh, it is. It's Gremlins.
It's
is it?
Gremlins. It's the first film as well. It's Gremlins.
Yeah, okay, fine. I can imagine it.
So it's a 12A.
There's
now.
not a lot of threat in that. I think that's what it would have probably been before.
Is that all in the snow?
So the whole thing is set in the middle of winter.
It's got a big snowplower at the end. doesn't
yeah.
it?
I believe
The
it's
next door.
Christmassy. I mean, it is where
Yeah,
Jeremy
couldn't have
dismissed
it.
Christmas
Couldn't have it.
completely. I don't believe, although I think it's
He
set at
buys him it
Christmas
for
time.
Christmas.
I
That's his
don't-
Christmas present.
I don't believe that this film is a Christmas film, really. Like, people would claim it would be, but there's no reference to Christmas other than it's a Christmas present.
And the decorations.
Yeah, and all the houses. Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
So the set in the snow because it's cold, very cold outside. And what were the 3 rules of
Don't get them wet.
Mogwai? The one.
Don't feed after midnight.
Yes, good.
Don't know.
You can't keep one. You can't have one.
No.
Sorry, you
That's
can't
the
have
third
one.
one.
That's it.
No, that's not
you
the rule.
can't
It's
have
not-
one.
It's not
I'm saying you
like
don't know the
Fight
3
Club.
rooms. It's not like
You can't talk about it.
I was like, that's one of the rules. That was
Don't
really bad.
expose them to sunlight.
Sunlight.
yeah, bright light,
Okay.
sunlight. Yeah.
What happens in the sunlight? I only know about the water.
So the sunlight they don't like, bright lights they don't
burns
like, but it burns them. Yeah, they're basically like vampires in that respect.
Okay.
I think it is pretty gross. I think I'm trying to work out where the 15 came from because I was
Well, there's the respawning.
yes, I was thinking as a 12A, I was thinking at what point can I show this to my son?
I think the biggest thing is something cute ends up getting. It kind of comes across like it's being hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit creepy. There's a lot of they do hurt people as well.
Yeah,
right?
they do. There's a lot of
Yeah.
jump scares. Not quite jump scares. but
There's scratching.
definite
Yeah.
threat.
There's a lot of scratching and threat.
Yeah.
Quite-
But it's
is there
not as
jumps
bad.
well, isn't
It's
it?
not as bad as things these days,
No, not at all. I don't think so.
which I think is why they've downscaled it.
Well, I think they'd say around about 2012, apparently, there was a big downgrade of a lot of UK ratings because they created the 12A.
Also,
rating.
I swear we probably had a TV edit.
Yes, we would have had something with less swearing because they randomly swear a lot in actually these kind of movies as well.
I would have watched that when I was quite young.
Mm. No, we would have done as well. Probably one of the videos from the back of the car that used to come up to the house. We used to borrow videos from.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can't deny that's set in that, and I agree it's not a Christmas film, even though it has Christmas undertones, shall we say?
Christmas is mentioned, but yes, I did not think it was a Christmas film because I agree with you. I did also eliminate the idea of
An
it
out
being
and
a
out Christmas film.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
so Gremlins. Yeah, I need to.
So for anyone who hasn't seen Gremlins,
Go have a
if
watch.
you are of a certain age, you'll be okay. Otherwise, you'll think it's terrible puppetry and all that.
I don't know. It's still
Yeah.
very cute.
Yeah. The
Cute. I think the cute will.
Yeah,
it
the
pulls you in, doesn't it?
the gizmo bit is
it's very Furby like.
Mm.
yeah, but I think the other Gremlins,
Slightly less cute.
yeah, but they also probably look more animatronic puppetry. Do you know what I mean?
Don't know.
Do you know? I haven't seen it for a long time.
Yeah, we'll have to ask the
It's a
listeners.
bit weird that isn't a film that's been thought of rebooting.
Would it end up being like Sonic though, or where it would be CGI'd and therefore would lose its
I agree.
value?
I don't know. That's what
The
I mean.
nostalgia that we have for it. Maybe it has been somebody tried to reboot it, but no one's come up with something.
But I think you'd
decent
take it
or-
down another line, wouldn't you?
You would have to.
You'd have to go down somewhere else. It's not in the
Something,
same place. You know, this happens and it causes chaos. But there you go. I just find that really odd.
And you mentioned obviously Gremlins 2 last week. Well,
Yeah, I did, yeah.
last time.
There we
Also
go.
on my honourable mentions as Gremlins.
Oh, good.
Right. On to my number 2.
Your number 2, Jen.
My number 2 is 2001.
Keep going.
PG.
Mm-hmm.
1 hour 30.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
The trend.
6.9 out of 10.
Right,
Keep going. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Comedy, animation, romance.
2 out of the... It's
Right,
only
okay.
2 of the 2
Comedy,
of the 3.
family. It's
No.
probably one
no,
where-
You've got the
Rom-com.
2. It's a rom.
Rom-com.
It says comedy romance. If we want to
Okay.
get technical.
Okay. No animation.
And it's not
No
Christmas.
animation.
Not Christmas.
It is wintry.
Oh, okay. So it's just set in winter.
But one of the
winter.
main scenes is very wintry.
Okay.
I would suggest.
In the snow.
It's not wholly
Mm-hmm.
set about that, but when I think of the film, I think of a particular scene where it is definitely snowing as well.
Is the timeline of this film stretch across
Yes.
just winter, or is it so it's like a more than
It
just like
stretches
a? Oh, okay. So it's a long time period.
So it's a
long
lo-
time,
and it's all
period.
winter.
No, part of it. Is.
Mm,
So does it stretch over years?
yes,
Oh. What was the year?
2001.
2001.
2001.
So hang on, what do you mean it's
Interesting
spreads?
point, by the way.
Okay, go on, yeah.
I'd like to add in.
Mm-hmm.
I have quite a thing for rom-coms, as we're quite aware.
Yeah.
But it only got brought to my attention this week on another podcast that basically romance is dwindling in modern day cinema.
I think I listened to the same
Yeah.
podcast. Comedies as well.
Yeah, but romance more so.
Mm.
I think it's something like down to 8% of films have romance as a tag in it these days because the younger generation don't want to sit there and watch it. But there you go. I do want to sit there and watch it. And in fact, 90s and thousands are about right.
I was about to say, they're the ones you want to sit and watch, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
But
So
this spans over many years.
It's okay.
Spans over many years. Is it
A
two people?
huge part of the plot.
Is it two people getting younger? No, not younger. Getting older together. It could have been going backwards, but it's not. Getting older together.
They're not getting older together.
Oh.
They're separate and then they meet.
They are separate and then they meet.
So is the whole film a meet cute?
It has a huge part about that, yes.
What? So how much of this is in the snow? If it's over there many years, are they
Well,
only meet?
it's all at winter, but it snows at a very particular scene, which is the sort of rekindling.
So do they meet throughout and then have to split up? No.
They don't meet, but
They only meet at the end.
There's a lot of close meetings, as in close to meetings.
So with the years not right, but like say A Sleepless in Seattle, where they only meet at the end.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a big scene at the end where they meet
I'm trying to think of the scene
again.
in the snow.
It's not
Can you describe the
serendipity, is it?
scene? Oh, gone. Was it?
Serendipity?
It is serendipity,
Oh.
yeah. Which is weird because John Cusack comes up again for me.
Does, two in a row.
And he was in last week
Yeah.
for me as well. So,
I don't think I've ever seen it.
good.
to give you an idea of what happens is
It's actually a very good rom-com.
they meet each other, but she's a bit, how do I put this politely, hippie trippy. And she believes that
She just wasn't ready, Jim, at that
she's
time
not
to be
at
with
that
him.
stage to be with him. So at the end of their brilliant date, which they both agree,
Do they meet picking gloves? Is that where they meet?
they both go for the same pair of gloves.
glove.
But I think he's
At
buying
Christmas.
at Christmas, but he's trying to buy it for his girlfriend, and she's buying it for herself.
Yep.
And he sort of gives it up to her and says, "No, you can have them." Then they end up going on a sort of date.
Ice skating.
There's
some ice skating?
there's a few things they do,
Right, okay.
but she's not in. I think it's New York. She's not from there. She's visiting, and basically have a connection. But she believes that fate will decide whether they should continue to see each other. So
Is it Kate Beckinsale?
it is.
Okay.
So there's two things that happens at the end of that date, which is she writes. Oh,
Doesn't she write her number in a book, Love in the Time of Cholera?
very good.
And
He writes his number on a
$1 bill.
$1 bill.
Okay.
And she believes you'll know my number when it comes back up, and it'll be fate that has allowed us to get in contact with each other. And then they go in.
That would really annoy
But
me.
he gets annoyed, and he's like, you've got to give me one more chance. So they go in to the foyer of, it must be like the
Hotel.
Rockefeller or something like that. And she says, we're going to two separate ones, and you press a button for what floor, I'll press a button for what floor. And if it opens and we're in the same place, then we'll continue this. And they both pick the same number,
Yep.
but a kid comes in his and does the old Christmas tree
yeah,
lighter.
tell me
I
about
love it. Oh, that's annoying.
So we know that they should have met. But
And don't they miss, like, the doors shut as his open? Because obviously...
yeah, she was waiting around, and then she gives up, and then he comes out. Yeah,
Oh,
and then,
man.
but then basically the story is about their lives, how they're separate, but they're never ever too far away from each other. And then they meet at the end with the snowy scene, I would say. And she has left her glove. He picks it up, and we're all full circle.
But to be honest with you, she really irritates me at the beginning of that film. I mean, without it...
I'll agree. She has got points where
Without
she's in a mindset where I just can't get it.
Yeah, but she's not ready for a relationship at that point. But it is very irritating. You'd
Sounds
be like,
annoying, yeah.
why not? Why not? What's wrong? And then she spends the rest of the film regretting her decision.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just go find him.
And ends up ruining.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, because the reason that he's back in New York is I believe he's getting married.
Correct.
Okay,
yes.
there we go.
Ah,
But he
okay,
has
right,
doubts.
right,
But he has doubts.
He does have doubts.
But Jeremy Piven's in that one as well. We mentioned
someone's
him
not
last
happy.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeremy Piven.
Yeah.
That's right. Doesn't he write obituaries?
He's his best mate
That's
or
right.
best man,
Something like that.
who's basically telling him he's unhappy as well. But there we go. Yeah.
That's
Sounds
choice though,
fun.
Jim. You should watch that, Dom. It is quite good. Do you know what you should do?
You will get annoyed with her to begin
will.
with, but you have to watch it through.
Okay.
Yeah. Trust
Fun.
in the
I've not seen
process.
it. I will do.
If she didn't annoy you, there would be no film.
Watch that with Bev.
Yeah. Right.
That was your number 2.
My number 2.
So it's Dom's number 2 and now
Jeremy's
Jeremy's
number
number
4.
4.
Yeah.
Which I need more information on, please.
So I'll go through the bits again. 2013, 1 hour 42, 7.4 out of 10. Animation, adventure, comedy, family, fantasy, musical. PG.
Is it something that our daughters would all like to watch?
Yeah, very
Massive.
much so. Yeah,
I'm going to guess straight out the barrel here and say that I think it's Frozen.
it's not.
It's not Frozen.
No, it is. Yeah,
Oh, it is.
Number 1.
Bing, bing, bing.
the first one.
Got
Yeah,
that for Jem.
absolutely.
Got that one for Jem.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I could not put it on there.
I could watch this over and over again. This one, I think, and the songs.
Have you not already watched it over and over?
Yeah,
and
but
over
my
again?
point being, if it came on again, I wouldn't be upset that it was on.
And as Dominic says, when the song comes on, I'll sing it.
Absolutely.
That is true.
Songs from all of those films, to be fair. But yeah.
I would say this one's set more in snow as well than ice, which I think the second one is more about. It's still cold, but it's more ice based.
Yeah, they're also in the forest quite a bit, so they leave the icy bit, don't they? As well?
I've not seen the second one.
What?
Oh, come on.
I've
There's a great
never
song.
watched it. Well, see the song that I'll know.
Just probably know all of them. But
That one.
oh no, there's another one with
Okay.
Christoph's song is quite good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like, and it's in
Like
the
an
second one, it's
80s.
filmed like an 80s montage.
Yeah,
sort
it's
of.
really
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I have to give
About
that a
rain.
watch.
It's got reindeers in it as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Lost-
But let's
Lost
talk
in the
about the
Woods.
first one.
Yeah.
I actually like, especially a snowy bit, the bit where Christoph is basically undermining Anna, saying they're on the snow. What do you call it? I don't know.
Sleigh.
Sleigh. We'll call it a sleigh. And he's basically calling her crazy. And that's my favourite bit of the whole film. He's like, you just met him?
Oh, that bit. Yes,
Yeah,
I agree with
that's
that.
quite a good bit. I like the sauna bit as well, to be fair.
Hello.
That one. Yeah, where the big guy comes out.
Yes.
Where he's trying to, or essentially when he's trying to barter for carrots and tries to give him a really ridiculous price. But then he's like, you get a free trip into the sauna with his family.
Yes, that's right.
And they like that, yeah.
Well,
That's quite a good
you'll
bit.
be glad to know, in our house, obviously,
You have a sauna?
Amelia. No, we don't. Amelia has named all the characters after people. So
Oh, right.
she's obviously Elsa.
Right.
Blonde hair makes sense. My wife is Anna.
Oh,
Brown
lucky.
hair makes sense. I'm Christoph.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That kind of works in a relationship sort of thing as
Who's
well.
Yeah.
Who's the reindeer?
Wait. Olaf is Reuben.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Makes
sense.
Yeah.
Slightly smaller than
Is your
that.
car the reindeer?
No.
No, go on, keep going.
Grandma. Grandma is the reindeer.
Sven.
Yeah.
Grandma is Sven.
Grandma is Sven. And that's how it's always been.
Love it. Nice.
I think the fact that obviously kids love it, watched it so many times. I think it's just in there, and I actually thoroughly enjoy it. It's one of the ones I do, and I could watch over and over.
It is a good
This
one.
and Moana. I think I'd watch that.
So Bran doesn't want to watch it. I think it's sort of become a girls' film, and I think that's one that he was like sort of would always roll his eyes and like, oh, I don't want to watch that one. So Quinn would watch that when he's not watching it.
Yeah, I think Olaf and Christoph make it more
I'm
of a
completely the opposite with that.
I'm not agreeing with you. I think it's good.
Westleton. There's loads. Yeah. There's
Ah,
loads
yes.
Of, like,
Weaseltown.
yeah.
All the references.
That's referenced in Zootopia, isn't it? Where it is Weaseltown.
Yes.
And it's Alan Tudyk again.
Yes, it is as well.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there you go. That's my number 2.
Definitely set in the snow.
Yeah, my number 4. I went Ice Age, then Frozen in that order.
Yeah.
And then tried to get away from all the kids' films. Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
We haven't got number 1 yet.
Right.
Okay. So your number 2, man.
My number 2 is a 2004 film.
Okay.
It's a 12A. It is 2 hours and 4 minutes. 6.5 on IMDb. Action, adventure, sci-fi, thriller.
Oh, okay.
2004 gives me an inclination of it.
Mm-hmm.
Bit more. Come on. Where's the snow?
Hold on.
Oh, Jem's going to go for it.
I want to analyse the sci-fi element of
yeah.
it because I think that's the bit that I'll be able to get easier.
Yeah. Go on.
I think it's weather sci-fi.
It is weather sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's good. Shall I give you some? I'll give you some words.
Tell you what, we're doing well.
I think
here.
Jem's got it, but I'm going to give you some words.
Come on.
I'm going to do my word thing, Jem. I came up with
the
some
random word thing.
He's been waiting.
words. Wolves,
Nice.
library,
Yeah.
model UN,
Yeah. Tanker.
a mall, tidal wave.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got it with the last one.
I think not the day after tomorrow.
It is the day after tomorrow.
I feel like we've mentioned that before.
Yeah, I've definitely had this on my list.
I didn't know if you had that already, Matt, but yeah.
Have you had it on your list before?
Yeah, I've had it before. I'm pretty sure.
I think this is the one. I think I said this last time. I've watched it once and I've kind of forgotten about it.
Oh no, I really like it.
I've watched it quite a few times, but I'm just thinking of the
I feel like
snow. I'm definitely thinking of Dennis Quaid trying to get from.
he's got a snowplow.
He's going from one place to another, and I can't remember where it is, but it's an extraordinarily long distance, if I remember right. It might be like Washington DC to New York.
He gets flown somewhere and then has to make it by himself there.
That's
just
right.
to get to his son, right?
Yes.
And
the what's it when it gets so cold? This was the bit in the library where it gets so
in
cold.
the eye of the storm.
Is it the eye of the storm?
Yes,
it's some
it is.
pressure differentiation.
The eye of the storm is so vast compared to anything we've ever seen before.
Right.
And at that point,
it goes still.
It goes still, and apparently is
Ice
freezing.
just takes everything over. So they go to the library and burn as many books as they can to
lock the doors, try and
keep the
heat
the
in.
warmth. And do they or do they not survive? Or that
Whereas he's in a mall
he is in a mold.
at that point.
Falls through a ceiling.
who does?
There's a very
Dennis Quaid.
similar to Cliffhanger at one point.
Yeah, there's a good crevice.
No, but there's one bit which is very similar to Cliffhanger.
Mm.
Self-sacrifice, but there we go.
Is that mainly just thriller then? I'm just trying to. There's no like evil people.
Well, no,
Or,
I
like,
think
villains
the
in it.
I
weather
think that's
is
the government.
the weather is the villain, isn't it?
Okay,
Because
that's fine.
people
I
are just
didn't know.
trying to survive because a tidal wave has basically taken out.
But they've
most of New
ignored
York.
Dennis Quaid. I'll tell you where this came up. Presidents.
Oh, that's right.
It was in the Presidents episode because Dennis Quaid sends his feedback that this is going to happen and they ignore it. And basically at the end we see it's like a total whiteout or...
And then they will have to go to Mexico. They will have to go south so that the Mexicans take them as asylum seekers effectively.
Yeah, that's right.
I know.
Which is quite ironic.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say.
I think that's part of
That's
the
part of
the
the-
message. I think part of the message. Everyone will help everyone when they have to. Really, or should do.
Yeah, no, I love the film. I can, and I think it was like a Channel 4 or in the evening films. Like it was shown a few times around then, so you'd watch it again and again, and I can pick it up
You
halfway
can.
through it and be like, "That's
I'm not
okay."
convinced I watched the beginning of that until about 4 or 5.
No, I
times
agree
in,
with you,
Where
yeah.
I suddenly started watching it, going, "Oh, that's how it starts."
No, it's got a British guy at the beginning. It's
got Ian Holm.
Ian Holm, that's
Yeah.
who it is. Yeah,
In a weather station
and
somewhere,
he's
reading
bald,
something.
He's balded,
And then it just
there's
flicks off.
there's
doesn't
like
it?
a warning light
thing,
that kicks off.
They recognise something that no one else has spotted yet. I think that's what happens.
Yeah, and then he's trying to get in contact with people because basically he knows the devastation that's coming.
I get confused with the day the Earth stood still.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
as in just I don't know why, but I do.
That 2012 and War of the Worlds have the same feel about them.
Mm.
I'm not sure they all.
Not War of the Worlds.
Yeah, I think War of the Worlds does. It's
I'll give it 2012 to
it's
some
the
extent.
total
then you
catastrophic event. I think.
but then
that-
you're like Deep
everything
Impact
stops.
and Armageddon at the same time. Then
yeah,
right.
but in Armageddon, they're not on
Elsewhere.
the planet, and it doesn't or does it?
We
happen? Yeah, we are.
right?
Jeremy, you're number 2.
No,
You're number
Oh,
one.
is you
Jim.
number 1? We're up to number 1s. Go on then, Jim.
we're up to number ones. I am 1993.
Oh,
Oh, this is the one. Okay.
it wasn't my number 1993. Go on then.
PG.
Okay.
1 hour 41.
Okay.
8 out of 10.
Well,
Okay.
that is high
Yeah.
for a PG.
Yeah. Very popular though.
Yep.
Comedy, fantasy, romance.
Okay.
Right, another comedy fantasy romance.
I want to
from
know the snow bit.
1993.
Just see if
Yeah.
it helps. Where's
Give
the
us-
snow in it?
Give us some snow stuff.
Well, it is set in a town that has snow, and snow plays a vital part in the festivities that happen at that time. I'm trying to be vague without
Is it a ski resort?
It's not a ski resort. No, I'm not in the same place. No.
Right. Snow plays a vital part.
Well, it appears in multiple stages throughout the film. Yeah.
What was in falling on the ground and wet?
They do fall on the ground at one point. Yeah. Oh, I'll give a little hint away. But I suppose you know it's a rom-com.
Right. 1993
The lead
rom-com.
character does something that you wouldn't be able to do
Snow
unless you were in a very cold place.
Angel.
No, but they
Ski.
do that similar. No.
Ice skate.
No. Just fix on the first part of that.
Ice.
Ice.
Have a cold drink.
Ice. Fishing.
No.
Okay.
Ice. Tobogganing.
No.
No.
Why is this so hard?
I don't know. I think he's
How many things
confused
can you
us.
do with ice?
Ice skating.
You can slide
ice-
across them. Speed skating.
No.
You can swim underneath it if it's really cold.
No.
What else can you do with ice?
Hang on, I'm trying to think. A sport. It says obviously a sport.
No.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
You
It's
can.
not a sport. Okay.
This is just a part of the film.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking it might help.
Mm.
Is it going to help?
Can we have a character name? Have you got any
Yeah.
character names that can help? Or?
I reckon you'll get it very quickly.
Okay.
Matthew probably will. I'm not sure.
What if I said that the characters were Phil and Rita?
Mm. Oh, I do know. I know exactly.
There
what
you
it is.
go. I told you you'd get it.
I
The
have
other
no
thing
idea.
you can do with ice is sculpt.
Correct.
Okay.
And
Now
here-
you know where I'm at.
And here we are again. That's good. That's one of the quotes.
Oh, okay, fine.
What we got?
I think is it Groundhog Day?
It is
sounds like-
Groundhog's Day.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Great film.
Is that 1993?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 1989.
That's not that far off, is it? Can you remember what the place is called?
Punxsutawney.
Yeah, very good.
That's fine. This is one of your good films.
It is one of my favourite films.
Punxsutawney Phil,
Yeah, Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog.
who apparently actually did bite Bill Murray multiple times during that
Yeah, I
film.
saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for those of you who don't know, he's a weatherman. He goes there for
He's also a bit
the
of a
unveiling. Oh, yeah, he's a grumpy
horrible.
old man.
He is horrible.
Well, he's not that old in that, probably. He's probably about the same age as I am now. But,
Yeah.
he is.
Is he? I didn't realise he was horrible.
He's horrible to his staff, and
He's a
he doesn't want to
Oh,
be
no, I
there.
do. I do
He's a
remember
prima
one
donna.
as Woogie says, not Woogie,
No, not Woogie, but Woogie.
from something about Mary. It says prima donna.
Yeah,
She is.
I just remember the piano.
and basically get stuck in a time loop. If you're under the age of 25, you want to think about Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Was kind of based on this, but there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to a certain degree.
It's
Absolutely.
the
yeah.
loop, isn't it?
It's a time loop, right? Yeah, but I think they're a bit more clever with it in Groundhog Day because they show you basically everything you would think about doing. He's
Yeah.
done.
Well,
So he robs the bank, and
I've read so much stuff about how long they think he's stuck in that time loop, and there are some people think he's been stuck in that time loop for like 10,000 years. They think for him to get as good at all the stuff that he's got good at, they
the
think that
timings of it.
he may
yeah.
have
I
been
love
there
that
for
somebody's trying to
10,000 years.
quantify
He
it.
learns the piano, right, as well.
Well,
And he's
yeah.
able to do that.
But he
it's-
goes for lessons for that, and if you had a lesson every day, then you probably could pick that up in months.
Right, so I have a problem. This is one of the problems I have with the film. If he's gone for his first lesson that day and he can play the piano like that, why does the piano teacher think that she's taught him? Is she also stuck in the time loop?
Or do they all start realising?
Hold on. If you're a teacher of anything and
Yeah.
you turn around and go, I can't teach you, what's the point of being there? She ain't
No.
going to get paid.
No, exactly my point. But my point is he turns up with £1,000 or whatever it is that he's stolen from a bank because
Yeah.
he can do that, because he knows all the timings. And then he says, I want some piano lessons. And then he turns up and he's just amazing at playing piano. Why is she then there at the end saying, he's my pupil? Like, you've literally taught him today. There's no way you
Because-
believe he's your pupil if you've turned up once and he can play the piano
That is
like
true,
he is
I
playing.
didn't think of that. Yeah.
If somebody pays me £1,000 to do something they could
Mhm.
already do,
No, I'm not
I
saying...
will quite happily turn up with that
I'm-
£1,000, buy a drink, and say that's my work.
You would do that.
I'm not sure you'd claim that that was your work, but you'd definitely take the money. I'm
Yeah.
not saying you wouldn't.
Because you'd spend all your money in that day, wouldn't you, if you knew it was coming back?
Mhm.
But
Well-
Todd's law, you'd spend it all, and the next day you'd be like,
Right?
I'm bankrupt.
And what's the name of the really annoying friend in inverted commas? Do you know?
No, I do not.
Stephen.
No.
No.
Ned.
Oh, he's Ned. You're right.
Ryerson.
Ned Ryerson. He's played by Stephen. That's his name. Yeah.
And Harold Ramis directed it.
He did. You're right. See, Matthew knows lots about this film.
I do
as well.
know a lot about that film.
Have you picked that yet?
No.
Your top 5 is
okay.
changed this week.
It's one of my... Do you know?
I think Matthew doesn't know his top 5 this
I didn't
week.
think that was... There is snow in it, but I didn't
They have
really
a
think
snowball
of it.
fight. They have ice sculptures.
And
They
it's snow
do.
all around.
Well, they get stuck
They
because
get
of the
stuck
snow.
because of the snow.
But in my head, it's not set in the snow. It's set in a time loop.
But it's surrounded by snow.
It's
But
set
when-
in a time loop
so when-
in a period that it has snow.
Yeah, but the snow's at the end of the time loop. Like the beginning of the time loop, when you go into the square where they're playing all the songs.
at the very beginning, I get you that.
I could reckon I could sing that song as well.
Please don't.
So there's no snow at that point. It's just cold.
No,
Yes.
but it does.
Mhm.
A lot
Then
of
it
it
does
has
snow.
snow.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's why he gets stuck there.
Yeah, agreed. Right, Dominic,
Lovely, great choice.
number
there we
1.
go.
You're number 1.
I've got another 2015.
Okay.
Are you sure it's not the same one? The
No.
way you just said that.
No. 2 hours 36.
Another long one.
The other one was 2 hours 48. 8 out of 10.
Oh,
Oh.
popular as well.
Adventure, drama. This is another one. Western again.
Right.
And it's an 18.
Right, I have a guess for you.
Yeah, I think you may have thought this was the last one.
I think it was. Do you want to give some more clues out, see if Jem knows it?
Hugh Glass is the main character in this.
Huge arse.
Right.
No, Hugh
Oh.
Glass. It's got one of my favourite actors in it.
Tom Hardy.
Yep, as John Fitzgerald. It does.
I do know. I know.
Well, go for it then.
I believe Dominic is talking about The Revenant.
I love it. Jem hates it. I knew it would come up.
So, bing, bing, bing. I got his as well. I've got your guess for this one as well.
I love this film.
That is about 2 hours too long.
I
have
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Not seen it.
I thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. But I think that's my kind of film. I obviously like long films.
What's his job in that? Is he like
He's a bear.
Whatever it is, he's bad at.
like he's a tradesman? He sells skins.
Yeah,
right?
bear skins.
Right.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah, so he tracks the bears, and I'm just going to check that exactly what his title is. But yeah,
And he DiCaprio. This was the Oscar-winning film.
It's terrible. I'm not having it.
He got the best actor for this, right?
yes, he's a fur trader.
Fur
Yes.
trader.
Yeah.
It was a pity award because
Oh,
Because they should have given
Is
it
it
to him
good?
previously.
because he had to lie in a ditch
Yeah.
for ages.
It's a good film. It's a good story,
It's not.
and I think it is. It's just So obviously the plot being that he's trying to help, particular people like navigate through to get rid of the local tribes or tribe people that are on their land. So they're just trying to just take all the land essentially to build what they want to build on it. Doing what?
Doesn't sound very good.
No, but then they try and fight back, and it's constant back and forth. But
What's their land?
but he's one
They
of them.
have
He's-
every
he's-
right to fight back. I've not
He
seen
married one of them, one of the local tribes people, and he has a son
it. Okay.
who obviously so they know how to track, and they have to do that because they're local in that sense. So he
Right.
helps the people come in. Jem's face.
He's
helps
keeping
them-
quiet. He's just
Yeah.
keeping quiet.
No, he helps them pretty much try and track them or help kind of navigate way through so they can find everything, and then partway through, Leonardo DiCaprio's character gets mauled by a bear.
Right.
And the whole concept of that, he gets mauled by a bear. They don't know what to do with his son. They essentially, I don't want to ruin it, but they kill him. I don't think it's ruin it. They kill his son, and he sees them while he's dying. And essentially, you think he dies in a ditch, and it gets cold. And the idea is it's a full revenge story that he's going back to kill
Okay.
Tom Hardy character, John Fitzgerald. So he's going through all this different kind of territory, the whole of conditions.
Is it
it's
just
snowing
basically
the whole way
walking
through.
from A to B?
Yeah, but he's obviously been
It's
mauled by a
definite-
bear.
It's
so
definitely
he's,
snow.
and he has like it's definitely snow, yeah. But he has hallucinations, and he meets people along the way, and they help him, and it's the whole story of
Him getting from A to B and getting revenge. That's the storyline,
Yeah.
basically. Right.
when he
Okay.
gets to the end, then you see all the revenge.
I'm going to be honest with you. I had no idea what it's about. What's the word revenant mean then?
I think it's paraphrasing absolutely dull as dishwater.
I just wondering what the word revenant means, so I don't think I know what it means.
It must be something about taking revenge or something like that,
Like
is it?
someone who is a revenge taker.
Yeah,
Are we making that up? Can someone tell
I've
us?
definitely made that up.
Yeah.
I don't even want to Google the word because I might have to see the cover of it again.
I'm gonna have to look. I will look it up.
You look it up.
It's about
There's lots of people in bear skins walking around, lying in ditches,
Okay.
walking through snowy countryside.
Not in Gem's top 5, that one, Dom.
No,
No, it was in my top
No.
5. It was in the top 5 films that are too long.
It was. You're right. But that's
That was
what
the
made
one
me
it was in.
watch it, and then I watched it,
Oh,
and
then
I
you loved
thoroughly
it.
enjoyed it.
And then it's got Tom Hardy in it, so you can't say a bad thing about it.
So after Jeremy told you how much he didn't enjoy it because it was too long, you
2
thought,
hours
you
too
thought
long.
to yourself,
I still watch it,
I want to watch that one.
and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So
Excellent.
Did it win an
But-
Oscar for cinematography? I
I
feel like
don't know.
that's what it's
I don't know,
won
won
for.
3 Oscars. That's what I've got down. One of them, obviously, best actor.
Yeah.
But
Cinematography, that means long, dull, fading shots with great light. On top of that, he got best actor for lying still for a long period of time in the cold.
Screenplay? Might have got screenplay.
Yeah, because that's a tough one to write.
do you know what? Yeah,
Fine.
I thoroughly enjoy it.
I get it. I
And
get
you're,
it, Jem.
and you're
I get
allowed
it.
your opinion. You're allowed your opinion. It's wrong, but you're allowed it.
There we go. But that is my number 1.
I'm going to go to my
Well, at least
number
Matthew
one.
hasn't got it.
No,
for
I
his
haven't got
number
my
one.
number one.
Come on then.
Go for it.
My number one is a 1992 film,
Okay.
which obviously neither of you got because it's the last one.
Near Groundhog Day.
Good
It
time
is.
and place.
It is a 15.
Okay.
It is 2 hours and 6 minutes. It's 7.1 on IMDb. It is an action crime fantasy film.
Action, crime, fantasy.
Fantasy. Okay.
Right, what would you like to know?
Is it fantasy?
Yes.
You would classify it as fantasy. Is it all set at...
It's all set during a wintry period. I believe
On this
that period
planet, or not?
is Christmas, but it is not to do with Christmas.
So the fantasy element is
Yeah, there's something to work out.
I believe it's set at Christmas, so it's not
Nah.
obvious.
It's set at Christmas, but it's not. It's less obviously set at Christmas than Gremlins, but it's set at Christmas.
Okay.
fantasy.
You,
Okay.
if you thought of this film,
So in a different world.
you would think of the snow, but you wouldn't think of Christmas.
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
Different world, different beings.
It got 2 Oscar nominations for visual effects and makeup.
So
Okay.
I'm with Dominic on this one then.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking heavily made up people that aren't people?
Yeah. Different beings, type thing. Yeah.
No, it's a heavily made up person who is a person. So I'll give you one name.
No,
I can
I've got
only
the
really,
elephant man.
I can
in
only
there.
really give you one name because the 3 main characters in it you'll get immediately.
Okay.
They're so obvious.
So you're going to give us a side character.
I'm going to give you the 4th character that is probably the top 4 characters. Max Shrek. Max Shrek is the name of...
And it's a person.
That's a person.
Okay.
If I give you some phrases, I'll give you some words.
Okay.
There is an abandoned baby in the film. There is a nose bite that looks particularly vicious.
I thought we were back at Gremlins there for a second.
Carry on.
There is a bit where it feels like someone's playing a computer game. It looks like a computer game, but it's not a computer game. It's actually a real life thing that they've taken over.
They've taken over. What do you mean by that?
Well, you know.
So
There's
it's got something to do with war.
No, there's a circus involved. It's part of a franchise. It's the second.
Is it Batman?
It is.
Oh, it is. It's Batman
it is
Returns.
It's Batman
yeah.
Returns.
Ah, do you know what? That was on my... That
Good-
was... I had
Good
to
on the
drop that
bite,
off.
by the way. You're absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
The
Was that
nose bite.
penguin?
The nose
Was that the
bite.
penguin? or-
Yeah, so the penguin. Chester Cobblepot. Or
Do you know what? That was scary. I thought the penguin was scary.
He's very dark in that,
Yeah.
isn't he? He's not quite...
I think the whole film's quite dark.
It is. I've put down dark and grimy.
Yeah.
Is, some of the notes
Like,
I've put on the side.
It's probably a good one because of it. Like, Catwoman was just... Yeah.
It's a good iteration
Played
of
dirty.
that. It's so Penguin in the TV series and the new sets of films seems to be some big mob boss,
Yeah.
and he's not in this. He's
leader of the Penguins.
He's a mutated person.
Well, sort of. He was an abandoned baby. I think
Yeah.
he was two well-off rich people in this, had a baby, and he was sort of deformed, and so they just got rid of him, put him turned to the sewers, and the penguins came and looked after him, or ended up in the zoo or something. That's right.
I wonder why this...
Because he lives in the water as well, right?
I wonder why this is the less of the obvious story plots here. Why do people not believe this?
The whole Catwoman story is pretty good, though, as well.
Yes, that's the other thing.
That's
so the Catwoman...
by far the best one. Well.
Absolutely.
What, better than the Batman?
No, it's in the best Catwoman.
Mm. Yes, but there is Catwoman in the
Catwoman's
Batman.
in the Batman.
I
agree.
I'm not convinced, but like she's...
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman is really good in this because she's sort of crazy, isn't she? That's sort of the point.
Yeah,
she's a crazy cat lady.
She is a crazy cat lady. Yeah. But she
has loads of cats.
You sort of understand why
window, right?
Batman likes her as well. Like they're sort of kindred spirits there a little bit, just because she's
and that's
damaged.
meant to be the case in
She's
most of the
damaged
Batmans. That happens.
Yes, that's true.
If you take,
I just think Michelle Pfeiffer really took
if you
that
take the most recent Batman, we're not meant to hate her.
No, she's supposed to be almost like she's an anti-hero as well. Isn't she? She's supposed to be a good baddie.
She wasn't
good
in this
intentions.
One, though. She wasn't in this.
Sort of
gone awry.
She tries to kill him in this one, doesn't she?
I don't think she knows what she wants. She's just angry at everything.
She's
in
just
this.
crazy.
It's where she makes out of the red leather the Catwoman suit and uses like the sharp spikes for the fingernails and all sorts.
It's all the stitching in the suit as well, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's Christopher Walken who plays Max Schreck, who is Selena Kyle's boss.
That yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We won't do impersonations again.
No, no, we will not. But I love that. I think it's a really good one. I did have one of my clues, the Batarang. I think that's where the Batarang we first see it in one of the two films.
So the game bit, is that the bit in the Batmobile?
Yeah, so he takes over the Batmobile and Penguin's driving it around because he's trying to become mayor. So he's trying to make Batman look as though he's bad because he's a vigilante, which he does quite a good job of, because Christopher Walken's helping him, Max Schreck's character, who's just a big philanthropist, isn't he? Great film.
You're right.
There we go.
And that was also on my honourable mention.
And it is set at Christmas. I believe there's a Christmas tree. I think the Penguin kills a woman with a Batarang behind a Christmas tree. She's putting the Christmas tree lights on in Gotham.
I think you're right.
Yeah, cool. That is one of the really dark one though.
Compared to what happens after that.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Val Kilmer and then George Clooney.
Yeah, the Tim Burton ones are very good.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the top fives.
Yep.
Any honourable mentions that we just want to quickly rattle off?
Do you want to do those, or do you want to do the what your guesses were for us first?
Okay. I had no idea with you two. I've gone, and I've actually kind of gone. I had three for each of you, and then I just highlighted one of them because I've got no idea. But two of them are the same for both of you.
Right.
I put, and I know Dominic likes the series, so I was like, does he like Fargo?
Right. I've never seen the film, but I love the series.
And I put Snowpiercer on there for him.
Yeah. You don't.
That was close. I thought of that one. But there's no snow. They're never in the snow. The snow's outside. That's sort of what I was getting at with Murder on the Orient Express as well.
And the only other one I could think of for Dominic was Underworld, because apparently the second one is set.
Yeah, it's very small.
And that's very you.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Matthew,
those.
I thought you might go Shining.
That's what I had. That I
didn't consider that actually. That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought that might be you. I'm not sure you've had that so far.
I don't know. I have to check my list.
I had Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind for you, Jim.
Also on my honourable mentions.
And I had Groundhog Day for Matt, because honest God, you love that film.
I do love that film. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I didn't think it doesn't feel like it's set in the snow, but you're absolutely right. It is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I got Full House. I had Frozen for Jem and Revenant for Dom.
Nice. Well done.
Ridiculous.
Yep. Bing, bing, bing.
Honourable mentions?
I mean,
I've got a few, but
I had a couple of Christmas ones, like you say. I thought of Elf, Polar Express.
Yeah, I mean, they are
Grinch,
Christmas films.
Things like that, yeah.
I argued, was The Holiday a Christmas film for a little bit? Just Friends, is it a Christmas film for a little bit?
Yeah.
Or is it just coincidentally at that time of year? But I've ruled them out because of it.
They are Christmas films, yeah.
And who mentioned 30 Days a Night? Anyone?
Nope.
No, where did that come from?
Sorry, I thought someone mentioned
no
it.
one. You did. You did
just now. Yeah, so that with Josh Hartnett about the vampires in, I think that's somewhere
somewhere.
Nordic.
Yeah.
I think
Somewhere
it's where they
Nordic.
have.
Do you mean like Transylvania, Romania way?
Hold on, what's it called?
It's called 30 Days a Night. It's where they have no sunlight in.
What's the
parts of
film
world
he's
where-
in where he has to go 40 days and nights
That's
without
40 days
having...
and 40 nights.
That's 40 days
So
and 40
he's been in
nights.
2 films.
Yeah.
One
One
called
with
40
the number
days and 40
30 and one
nights.
with the number 40.
Yeah, 30 Days a Night is where they have darkness.
He was in Lucky Number 11 as well. Maybe he only does films with numbers in the title.
But yeah.
If you can think of any other Josh Hartnett films that he's got numbers
Where they're
in.
numbers, yeah.
Long Legs is in the snow.
I thought of Long
but
Legs.
I didn't enjoy it enough for it to be in my top 5. I've got Troll Hunter. Have anyone seen that?
No.
Yes.
That's I loved that
That's a
film. when I
very
watched
you
it.
film as well.
Oh my god, it's so bad when you go back. It's good, like the CGI is awful, but it's just about people hunting trolls, different types of troll.
It feels
in the
like
middle of the night.
Twister, but for trolls, except you never quite see the troll.
Because they're in a truck the whole way through. It is, but anyway.
And it's Swedish, right? It's Swedish.
Yeah.
Swedish language.
And then I had Smallfoot. Have you seen that one? And Happy Feet.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've got those and agreed. I almost went Smallfoot as well. I do like that one. And Mr. Popper's Penguins, Abominable, all of those sort of lots.
Yeah.
I weirdly, we mentioned quite a few of them. I put Empire Strikes Back for a bit when they're on Hoth.
Yeah, that was the snowy alien place that I was thinking of. Wasn't sure if anyone else might have it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Golden Compass because but I actually prefer the series than the film on that.
Yeah. Well, they didn't finish the film set,
No.
did they?
No, yeah,
It was only the first one, wasn't it? Only the Golden Compass.
Yeah, that was it.
yeah. But
Daniel Craig and
other than that,
Conqueror.
it's like sports films. Eddie the Eagle, Cool Runnings, Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have been. But there we go.
I had Chris Nolan films. So Inception is a big chunk, but it's not all of the
It's
films.
I don't know yet.
And also
It's on my
Insomnia. Do you remember that one? Al Pacino.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to
it's
think,
set
but-
in Alaska where it does not get dark.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
why he gets insomnia.
There you go. The
Yeah.
opposite is 30 Days.
The only
a Night.
reason,
Yes.
the only reason I know
And it's
that
set in snow.
happens is because isn't that in? Is it The Proposal as well, where they're out?
There is the proposal, yeah, but that's
But
not
that's not
snowy.
in snow.
No, it's
but
not in
that's
snow.
Where
light
that
all the
happens.
time as
Yeah,
well.
'cause they
Yeah,
have to put the blackout blinds.
That's
down.
right.
yeah.
I also had now. Do you remember an '80s film called Ski Patrol? It was basically like a ski version of Police Academy.
No, but Police Academy had one as well.
Yeah,
I just remembered. Yeah.
Yeah.
so Ski Patrol was one that I thought of, but
Is it
I,
Police Academy 7?
isn't that
Mission to Moscow.
yes,
I love
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
It's so
that
brilliant.
was the Miami
But
one.
yeah.
I can't remember which one number 7 is.
There's also another Frozen film, which is just about 3 people on a ski lift. But
Frozen
I didn't put it
2.
in there. No, they're just on a ski lift.
I don't
And they
mean.
got caught.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just us recapping our list, I think, and then Matthew's got to make a plug for social media. But,
You
yeah.
to start then, Jen.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I apologise. Okay, my number 5 film was Ice Age. My number 4 was Frozen 1. My number 3 was Hot Tub Time Machine. My number 2 was Serendipity. And my number 1 was Groundhog Day.
And so my top 5, my number 5 was The Orphan. Number 4 was The Grey. Number 3 was The Hateful Eight. Number 2 was Frozen. And number 1 was The Revenant. Lots of those there. But yeah.
My top 5. Number 5 is Cliffhanger. Number 4, Murder on the Orient Express. Number 3, Gremlins. Number 2, Day After Tomorrow. And then number 1, Batman Returns.
Very nice.
So there we go. Just got to thank everyone for listening and sticking out. But
If you're still here, thank you. Well done. Get
Yeah.
in contact.
Yeah.
Tell us what we missed.
at Top 5 Films,
Thank you.
you're meant to do that bit.
I
Matthew.
am, but you can do that bit. Go on, you do
Okay,
it.
thank you
used
very
to it.
much.
You're the-
And
you're the-
remember that we'll be here next week for another of Matthew's quiz. So come and listen to the extra if you get a chance. Right?
Yeah, definitely do.
That's it,
It's
yeah.
going to be good.
Right, well then we better say bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. See you next time.